On 2K Sports, as we get set to bring you all the action, we've got the Washington Wizards and the Miami Heat.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, the machine is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin, then it's Paul George, and it's LeBron in at the 4 spot. And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Got that bucket in no time at all.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Wade against Harden. Wade kicks to Shaq. The basket good off the assist from Wade.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Wasted no time on that one. The machine's got 5 now.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Payton outside, right outside. And the Heat, another 3.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
And here are the Wizards now. It's a 3-point game. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
They drew a lot of fouls in that game, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Just lacked discipline defensively, Greg. I mean, that's why they got a lot of free points at the charity stripe.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And he gets it to go.
Lights out here right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Now here's Wade. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Passes it to George. From deep. Harden's shot is off.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Haslam a screen, got a piece of it. And it's sent back by George. And here we go. Washington fast break. George with the ball.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Haslam a screen. In transition, here come the Wizards.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Here's Wade after the basket by Washington. He kicks it to O'Neal. They need this. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Harden. The shot is off. The Heat go the other way with it. And Haslam kicks to right. Pass to O'Neal. And it's Wade penetrating. And that one's good.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Washington leading now by 3. Takes a 3. And James Harden with the 3. Harden's got 6.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Got that one up quick.
Well, that was like a warm-up shot there, a warm-up jumper. No problem converting that one.
Shaq's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. The machine passes to Griffin. George against Wright. And shot on the way. Another one falls for Washington.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Alright, I want to let you know, after this season's over, I'm gonna have a new court for the Wizards and new uniforms and stuff like that. I'm gonna have all that stuff ready for for my stuff. It's gonna be better seats and everything, outlets, better stuff, better food for the people. I already have everything settled. I'm not moving. I'm staying in the same place, but I want to move to Maryland. But I already submitted it, and I've tried before on a different account to move to Maryland, and all attempts have failed. I tried Baltimore and I tried the suburbs, and it's not good. So I'm just gonna have to stay in Maryland until I can figure out on a different account how to go to Maryland with the Wizards, cause it's gonna be tripping. And I'm keeping the same name. It's just gonna be different stuff. And then the logo is gonna be different. You gonna like the logo. Yeah, you gonna really like the logo. But I'm gonna play some games. This is my last upload. I know that for sure. I wanna play some more games, simulate some more. Yeah, that's What the? Are you serious? Are you? That's not much bullshit. Not much bullshit. Man, I could have had a foul, a perfectly good foul. But oh my gosh. But you gonna like the logo, everything. I'm gonna upload videos on Twitch. That is still my gamer tag. If you don't know what my gamer tag is, Deadpool Money 24/7. And if you want to follow me on Snapchat, it is Deadpool Money 24 or 24/7. So I'm out.
That free throw good for Morning. And both free throws good for Morning. Wizards leading by 9. The feed to Oubre. Kicks to Porter. Wizards passing it around. Griffin dishes the Wall.
Oh, and if you miss it, I save my videos on Twitch, so yeah.
Just 5 on the clock. Another one falls for Washington.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Wade kicks to Morning. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Now here's LeBron. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Porter against Wade. Lets it go from the wing. Uses the glass to drop it in.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Feeds it to O'Neal. Back to Wade. Banked in off the glass. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And
give it up for your Heat Dancers.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Wizards team out there.
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Porter is out there with Adams. Then it's Garrett Temple. Then there's Blair, and it's Wall in at the point guard. Nobody near Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Wizards leading by 11. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Davis is checked in for Williams. Washington shooting their first free throw tonight. And that one misses. Wright against Porter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. And it's Washington's ball. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Davis with it. Now guarded by Porter. Davis with the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
It's stolen by Davis. Wade outside. Down low. Mourning passes to Haslam. Davis drives in. Rejected by Wall. That's tipped. It's stolen by Haslam. Shot's good. Mourning's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Miami. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Davis inside, covered by Wall. That doesn't go either for Davis. Davis has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Davis against Wall. Knocks it loose. Here's Adams. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Peyton, he's checked in for Wright. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Oubre's checked in for Blair. Paul George comes in for Otto Porter Jr. James Harden, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. And the Machine subbed in for John Wall. Griffin's checked in for Adams. And the Heat call time here. One guy has been getting it done as the Machine.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain him.
Wizards making a switch here. James is checked in. And so here is Miami. They trail by 14. Wade against George. Mourning a screen on George. Wade dishes to Mourning. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to George. He dishes it to James. From 6 away. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin.
That's his first personal foul.
From the inbound, can't get it to go.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Good.
James Harden.
Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Man, I love to see James Harden go to work and shoot that ball.
Peyton drives in. Here's Mourning. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Knocked loose and stolen by Mourning. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Wade.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move. And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound, a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Davis kicks to Mourning. That's tipped out of bounds. Washington takes possession. A different look for Miami. Shaq comes in for Udonis Haslem. And Jones subbed in for Davis. John Wall's checked in for Washington. Powered down after the assist, led him into the lane.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
The shot by Payton. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Payton's got 5 now.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Wade kicks to O'Neal. Right block shot. Can't get it to go. And Washington the other way now. Dishes it to Wall. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. That is good. Griffin's got 6 here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Jones drives in. Here's O'Neal. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Shaq's got 8.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's George, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Right, he's checked in for the Heat. Williams comes in for Gary Payton. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for Griffin. Jordan Adams comes in for James. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for George. And Garrett Temple subbed in for James Harden.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And stolen by Williams. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Brown is checked in for Miami. Washington leading now by 20. Drive by Adams, and he goes in for the dunk.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And the dunk by Blair.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. He's off on the first.
Shooting for Miami, Alonzo Mourning. Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the second. Blair. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Wizards out front, running away with it. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everybody. 3rd quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
What a performance. Just look at the game for the machine. He's got 21 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
They've got Dwayne Wade. O'Neal is out there with Haslem. Then it's Gary Payton, and it's Wright in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. James, and the serious dunk to finish it off.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Wade against Harden. Haslam, a screen on Harden, and it's Wade penetrating. Outside, George. Tipped away. And a minute played as the second half gets. It's going. Payton kicks to Wade. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. 10 points for Wade.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Here's the machine, covered by Payton. The dish now to George. Picked by Griffin, and George with this stuff.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
And it's the Heat with the ball. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And it's sent back by George. Here's Harden. And Washington again with the bucket.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Timeout call. Start it.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Miami's head coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He told his guys, be patient at the offensive end. Whatever we do, we cannot waste possessions with bad shot selection. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Payton's shot is off.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
4 on the clock. To the wing right side. The machine. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Assisted.
Griffin's got 3 assists in the game. Payton kicks to Shaq. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
What a performance from Harden here. He's got 10 points and 2 steals. A terrific offensive combination, setting up teammates and knocking down the deep ball.
And winning basketball, Clark, there's no doubt that the two are related.
Davis is checked in for Miami. Wade passes to Haslam. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. The Heat have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. And the first one at the line is good. John Wall's checked in for the Wizards. Haslam hits both of them. Wizards leading by 23. And stolen by Wright. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Davis can't get it to go.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Wade, rejected by Wall. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Haslam a screen. Griffin against O'Neal. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Heat have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Shaquille O'Neal. Taking 2 shots.
That's good from O'Neal. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. DeJuan Blair. He's checked in for Griffin. Jordan Adams comes in for LeBron. Porter's checked in for Oubre. And Garrett Temple subbed in for James Harden.
Boy, a perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And there's Shaq. That's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got his 6th assist on the night.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Wall up top. He's guarded by Davis. It's Wall with the drive. Cans the 12-footer. Wall's got 6.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
On the wing, Davis, covered by Wall. Shaq dishing to Wade. Trying to find Haslam and gets to him. And he banks in the layup. Wizards leading by 19. Temple. It's hauled in by the Heat. Haslam's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Davis kicks to Wade. All sorts of time, and it's Miami with another.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Here's Shaq. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they've played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
And some changes here for the Heat. Morning's checked in for Haslam. And it's Williams in for Davis. Washington leading now by 15. Temple. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 6th assist on the night. And stolen by Blair. Moving it up. Here's Temple, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Morning can't make it work.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Miami no good on that time either. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Rockets. To stop the run, and it's sent back by George. And they're able to recover. Ball's knocked loose. Oubre with the steal. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Wade drives in. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Wizards shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And he gets it to go.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
4 seconds left. That's good. 11 points for Blake Griffin.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
The 3 quarters of play all in the book. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Miami with the ball. 4th quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got the machine. LeBron James is out there with Paul George. Then it's Harden, and it's Griffin in at the 5. Payton drives in. Haslam, the pass to Wade. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
The Wizards working the ball around now. The machine passes to George. Here's Griffin, and Morning sends it back. Outside for Griffin. And it's 13 points for Blake Griffin. Griffin's gotten about everything to drop here, shooting 6 of 7. Paul George with the steal. And here we go. Griffin heading to the hoop. Count the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. No issues on that one. Good work all around. And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Here's Payton. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Got a piece of it. Here's Harden. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Payton drives in. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Here's the machine, covered by Payton. The 10-footer. Again, the Wizards, good for 2.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Williams kicks to Payton. Haslam a screen on Harden to the right side. Haslam dishes to Morning from the baseline. Again, the Heat, good for 2.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
George against Wade. Here's the machine. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. From deep. The shot no good. Good D by Payton. The 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Here's the machine. And he gets it to go. The machine's got 30.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
And the Heat call time here. And there are arguments, Clark, on both sides for the NBA and the age restriction it has currently right now. Having one seems to have helped the level of play overall, but I think there's some improvements that can be made.
Yeah, with the D-League coming into its own, though, Kevin, the discussion has opened up again. NBA teams used to not have a place for high school players. The D-League could serve in that regard now. But having a restriction is something that I think has helped the NBA. I actually would like to see it be 20 years old.
Me too. A different look for Miami. O'Neal comes in for Mourning. And Darrell Wright has subbed in for Jason Williams. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Wall's checked in. On defense, Washington. That's good. Payton's got 7 points for the quarter. Wizards leading by 22. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. DeJuan Blair. He's checked in for Griffin. Adams comes in for James. Porter's checked in for George. And Garrett Temple subbed in for James Harden. Garrett Temple. Payton with the ball. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Wall. A pull-up. And there's Porter on the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly but very efficiently.
Porter with it. Now Wright defending. He feeds it to Wade. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's the Machine. Hands it from downtown. The Machine's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Wade passes to Payton. And he finishes nicely.
They're passing, but also the body movement off the ball. That's created a lot of those opportunities.
The Wizards working the ball around now. The Machine. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And that's 36 points for the Machine.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Wright dishes to Wade. Here's Shaq. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Yeah, the NBA Development League now celebrating its 15th anniversary and a lot of change over that time. None of the original 8 teams still playing in their original locations. Still, it's only growing. And I think we'll see it grow to 30 teams before long.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Morning's checked in for Haslam. Davis comes in for Darrell Wright. Jones checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Brown in for Gary Payton.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Wizards.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted to do.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for the Machine. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Greg, you're talking about the D-League. Not really a moneymaker yet, but it's really benefited, Clark, the NBA in so many ways.
Clearly has, Kevin, a place to train new players, officials, and executives or management, a way to test out possible rule changes. I think building revenue is the focus, though, and the players make a small salary, but the NBA Developmental League is helping the NBA be better.
Poked away. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Oubre comes in for George, and Porter subbed in for James Harden.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The Machine's got 48.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
Here's James offline. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. As we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, The Machine.